Hello folks, I'm Filler B, and welcome to another episode of Stellaris with the new Overlord DLC. We are the Union of the Deep, a race with the Teachers of the Shroud background. Gives us latent psionics and access to the Shroud beacon, which we may build soon. And we started contact with the Shroud Walker Enclave, which reminds me we should check out the Shroud Walker Enclave. So let's look at the contacts. Here's the Enclave. Let's see if we can talk to them. So they say to us, of all the tenets we hold to in the psionic order of the Shroud, few are held more dearly than this. Even those as elevated as ourselves can be sure of finding our fellows in the galaxy. So, fellow Ascendant One, how may we serve each other? What is to be our fate? The magnanimous query. No less poignant for being asked by so many before you. Such a question carries a heavy price, but we can provide answers. Know this, however, the Shroud allows us to perceive events which have not yet come to pass, and this knowledge shall help guide your course. But it is beyond the power of any one event to alter the turnings of the galaxy. If you would like to strike this bargain, know that your aspirations should extend no further than to be better prepared. But oh, what grand designs may be built upon even the merest glimpse into what is to come. We will consider something else, or we shall pay. It's 50 influence. I need my influence right now, and 900 gold. I'd consider that, but it's too much for the moment. We'll consider something else. Would you be willing to send us a teacher from your order? Oh, I don't know what this does. Let's try that. Mastery of the Shroud is a journey of 10,000 lifetimes. Even our most gifted teachers can claim only partial knowledge of its mysteries. Nevertheless, their wisdom is invaluable. Should you wish it, we will dispatch one to guide your course. Oh, unlocks the Planet Decision Shroud Walker Teacher. Okay, I really want to see what this is. Let's do that. We wish to learn. You know that there is always more to know. This is the heightened wisdom. A teacher will be sent to you. Learn well, and you will surely reap the rewards. Excellent. So it allows us the decision on one of our planets. Well, let's do it on our home world, because, you know, that makes sense. Decisions. Shroud Walker Teacher. Gives the Shroud Walker Teacher modifier added, giving the following effects. Gives me more amenities, unity from jobs, and unity from telepaths. Very cool. Sure, let's do that. What else was offered with that order? Let's take a look. Can we get insight from another empire? This also costs influence. So it looks like we only do our fate and insight into another empire. And we need 50 influence for that. And I already spent more than I wanted to, so let's leave that for now. Other contacts here are all our neighbors. These guys are superior to us. Can we see how? Yeah, they have superior fleet power, superior economic power, and superior technological level. Not wonderful. The Varin High Kingdom, which are the nasty ones to the north that are blocked. They're equivalent across the board, and we don't know about these guys. Not wonderful. Alright, let's check the situation log. We got a couple of things showing up here. I think we should do this one. It's 300 months, or 300? 30 months, there's only 1 0 there. 30 months of research. Let's do that. I don't know what this does. During our encounter with this race, our friendly neighbors, we discovered some astounding similarities between the patterns of light they use to communicate and the swirls of interstellar space that make hyperlink travel possible. Yeah, that seems like an interesting study. Let's do that. Yeah, this Red Prophets. I'm not sure how we're going to complete that. We got the Yahuts as far as we can. We need 3 more. Got 2 mining areas that we know of, or archaeological sites that we know of. Looks like we want to build alloys at 12 a month. Surplus of at least plus 12 a month. Yeah, we definitely have more than plus 12 a month. I don't know why this is not complete. And then the L cluster. Interesting. Okay. Back to space. So I can't build an upgrade here. I think I'm going to build another ship. So we'll go to our star base, shipyard, and we'll get another Corvette. So I'm worried about these neighbors. Our fleet is shaping up a little here. Ah, good. The record cargo returned. Thief Dwellers, we have received word that our down supply ship... Received word that our down supply ship's cargo. We would like to extend our gratitude for you for taking the time to recover it without need of Bathorian intervention. Excellent. So we get 100 influence. Well, that'll make up for the ones I spent on the Shroud. And 1 favor. And they like me a bit more. Excellent. So that will mean I can expand my borders a bit. So let's expand them down here. And I would like to take over this system. Alright. So we got basic strike craft and whatever was in this one, which I'm not sure. So instead of strike craft, now let's get minerals from jobs, maybe? Hull points aren't bad. Don't want mining somebody's yet, or mining station. Let's get mining stations. We have quite a few of them now, and for society research, we can tile blocker or more hydroponics bay. Don't really need those right now. Gene clinics aren't all that good. Farming subsidies aren't done. Oh, I know what we research. We research better agricultural production. Psionic theory and frequency tuning. Let's do the psionic theory. It's only 70 months now. Before it was much more. Get that going. This is part of our identity anyhow. Insidious Ophidians. We have detected swarms of creatures burrowing beneath our colony on Sadal Bari Prime. They could emerge any day now. Our scientists theorize that surface vibrations may have awakened them from some form of subterranean slumber. Mobilize scientists and soldiers. Ooh, let's take a look over here. That's this planet. Not good. Alright, so I think we're going to have to build ourselves a stronghold as a just in case. We have 300 left over. I wouldn't mind building one of these, but that's 500, so we're going to wait. Definitely the stronghold, though, to help protect this system. I don't know what those things are.
Space charts updated.
Good. This construction is done, so let's go over here and grab that. This constructor is done. Do I have enough influence to get up to the next one? I almost do. Let's head over here. I need 13 alloys. We'll get that at the end of the month. In fact, right now. So let's grab that.
Our lookouts have detected an anomaly.
Sure, let's research that. Sounds good. I want control over this because it gives us the dark matter in the future and access to the L gate. So if we ever do go through the L gate, we'll have our own access point. A migration treaty. Now that's really interesting. Again, this sucks our influence away, so I'm hesitant to do it. But perhaps we'll want to do that. Let me just take a look at the species here that we know of. Empire Galaxy species. That's these guys. So they're Alpine world habitability. So they have 80% habitability on Alpine worlds, and then 60% on Tundra and Arctic. So that does complement us very well. And their only trait is that they are rapid breeders, which is also very useful. Interesting. interesting to see some of the other races here. Oh, these guys are void dwellers, habitat people. Hmm. And our other neighbors are... where are they here? These guys. Ones we just gave the ship back to. They live on continental worlds. And they're radiographic. Enduring and weak. Interesting. I think this might be a good idea. Let's see. So these were Arctic? I've forgotten now. My old man memory. Alpine. These are Alpine worlds. How many Alpine worlds do we have? If we go over to the expansion planner. We have arid, Arctic, and savanna in our system. Not that useful for Alpine worlds. Do we have any Alpine worlds over here, though? Arid, Alpine. There's an Alpine here, but it's kind of small. Tropical. Those are all Arctic, and they're also very small. Tropical. There's an Alpine 15 here. Yeah, there's a few Alpine worlds out here. Continental. They're continental there. I think not for now, because I don't have a system to settle them on. And they're just going to come onto my system and not be that happy on an ocean world. We'll say no for now, but definitely consider it. And I think the next tradition we'll pick up will be diplomatic, so we can form a federation with them, because they seem very amenable to that. In the meantime, continue to research. This ship's coming over here to do that one. That's good. I really should pick up target practice. Our sensors have discovered that the ship's remnants on RLS-09L got there a peculiar way. The ship seems to have been intentionally driven straight into the asteroid, probably from light years away, to test the accuracy of the designer's thrusters. As we deep scan the remains, we pick out the ship in particular, which seems to have reasonably intact propulsion. We can recover the thrusters to gain afterburners. Pretty cool. Or just use the alloys. So where is this? It's here. You can get a +3 alloys or gain afterburners. Well, free tech never hurt. Let's gain afterburners. There we go. This is something we can add to our ships to give them a bit more sublight speed and evasion. It's kind of useful, but not really useful spending your own research on. In the early game, at least. Good, we filled our mandate, giving us a bunch of unity.
We grow ever stronger.
And we've taken over the Maw. Yes, we can research that. Do I want to claim these? I'm not entirely sure I do. I guess we'll head over there and think about it. I would really like to claim these. This seems like a dead end. This might not be. Actually, I'm going to head over here, because this doesn't seem like it may be a dead end. This may connect back up, and it's a little hard to tell, and the ship sensors may give us enough insight over what's going on. Because I would like this world over here. It's a decent-sized continental world. You've finished building over that. That's good. Why don't you come over here and build this? I can go through their system. Interesting. Can I go over here? No. We've discovered exotic gases. Very interesting. Those are very useful early on. They allow you to terraform, and there's a whole bunch of buildings that require exotic gases. Alright, this is back on our planet. Colonists on Sabalbari Prime are reporting that some homes are now infested with serpents, and many structures are experiencing power failures. We should see if there is a connection. We can observe the creatures, or force them from the colony with fire. I think we should observe them. When we are spiritual, raced, and xenophile, let's observe them first and use science to see if we can try and find an answer to these sneaky snakes. Good, researching that. You know what? Let's do the drone study at the same time. Let's get them all going. Deceptive giant. What we had assumed was an abnormality, small gas giant, is in fact not. Beneath a deceptive cover of thick dust swirling in the upper atmosphere lies a regular planet, a barren planet, but a planet nonetheless. It has proven quite embarrassing to the astronomical community on the deep. It's a barren planet. We gain 200 XP. Where is this one? This is in Runa 3. A barren world. Over here. Ah, very cool. A defensive pact. This one I think I will agree to, even though it's going to negatively affect our influence. So I think a defensive pact is a further 0.5. In fact, it's a full 1. Yeah. It's a bit unfortunate that it costs so much. I mean, it took away the non-aggression pact, which makes sense, so it's really only 0.75 more. But still, now we're at 1.25 influence that are being consumed by our relationship with this race. Now, I think it's good to keep this relationship, but it's going to really slow down the influence production. I'd have to find a way to increase that. What's this science ship up to? Not much over here. Let's take a look and see if we can do that. And that. Survey those two for me. Let's take a look at our factions and see, maybe we can get them to be a little happier. Give us some more influence. So this faction is against the allowing of replacement of organic life with robotic workers. So they don't like robotic workers. We need to ban robotics to make them happier. It's only a -5. I might still do it though, because I don't plan on building robots. Restricting to defensive worlds only. When do I improve this one? I could definitely do that, and it makes sense with our mentality. And this one would like Enclaves Incorporated. Bring some enclaves into our empire. I really can't do that. And get us into a federation. I really can't do that right now either. But I can take a look at the other two. So we want defensive stance and a ban on robot workers. Well, let's take a look at our policies. So we want defensive stance, so that's war philosophy, I believe. Defensive wars. There we go, so I can do that, that's no problem. And then I want prohibited, refugees are okay. Robotic workers. Yeah, we'll outlaw those as well. That should make these two much happier. There we go. Well, I forgot that doesn't change our influence production, which was unfortunate, but it allows us to make more unity, which is still a good thing. And I'm not really opposed to having those two positions anyhow. Oh, we need more influence to claim this, so we'll wait. Yes, you can research that, please. So we have our 2 star bases. Let's equip them. So let's give them both 1 hangar bay, 2 hangar bays, and on this side as well. This will also help with piracy in the area.
A system has been charted.
That's good. System charted. Construction ship is still waiting. How much do you need? 8 more. Still have some left over. Let's grab 2 more ships, because I am worried about some of my neighbors. Now I do have a defensive alliance, which will make our neighbors a little wary about attacking us, but not so wary that they won't. I'll look at you in a second. I just want to get this Corvat built. There we go. Alright, primordial soup. Nestled in the sheltered pockets across Kalimia L3's surface is a rich sludge of simple organic compounds that our researchers believe could be a hotbed of abiogenesis, the spontaneous formation of organic life from lifeless matter. The planet has an unusually thick atmosphere for a barren world, which could make it hospitable for simple life forms. Although the presence of unique opportunity to study what could be the early stages of the origins of life, it would be best to set our expectations low, as it may still be millions of years before life evolves naturally on the planet, if at all. Interesting. 3 society research in this system. Very cool.
Our lookouts have detected an anomaly.
Yes, we'll research that anomaly, especially since it's an easy anomaly.
Has been charted.
Good. That's that life form soup is over here. Nope. We get another edict here, or another, not edict, tradition. Although I should go check the edicts. This reduces our empire size from systems. I'll get to you in a second. So right now our empire size is at 99 out of 100. And we probably want to reduce that a little bit. Do we know? I don't know if we need to do it right now. We don't really need the starbase upkeep reduction though. So why don't we do that now in preparation of needing to reduce this number. Alright, magnetic reversal. The magnetic fields of Bellatrix 5 experienced a complete reversal while it was being observed by the Cosmic Angler. This rare event has interchanged the positions of the planet's magnetic poles. Fortunately, it was all recorded by the sensors of our ship, providing our scientists with a lot of valuable data. Very cool. Lots of physics research. I couldn't even imagine what that would look like in real life, as seeing a planet switch its poles. Alright, special project complete. The serpents are now being drawn to sources of electrical energy, possibly seeking nourishment or pleasure. If we can alter our energy sources, perhaps they'll find it distasteful or painful. So we get depleted energy on this planet for 10 years. Alright. So that's from our little snaky planet, our colony. And then Hyperlane Insights. Our study into the connections between the patterns observed in interstellar space and the Sagittarian swirls of light has unearthed surprising results. It seems that the rules by which the Sagittari make their light patterns are, unbeknownst to them, apparently the same as those which the flows of hyperlane space drift over time, just on a vastly different scale. It follows that, through study of the Sagittari, we will be able to better predict the flows of hyperspace, significantly boosting our potential sensor range. Our eyes have been opened to new possibilities. So we get the interstellar flow prediction modifier added, giving the following effects: ship hyperlane detected range +2. That is very good. So we get to see things farther away because of this study of our friendly neighbors. They've proven very helpful. Alright, let's check out our edicts. Nope, that's not edicts. That's the edicts. So we have 16 of 50, and we're doing Map the Stars. I think Map the Stars is still good. We could probably put another one in. So 16 from 50 is 34 remaining. So we could do exactly Land of Opportunity, which is immigration poll, and pop growth from immigration. Not that useful. We do Veneration of States, which gives us priest output and spiritual ethics attraction. Maybe. Research subsidy will stick us over the top, lowering our unity production, but will give us more research and increase the energy consumption of our researchers. Maybe. Fortify the border. Starbase upgrades peace and capacity. I don't think we need that one. These ones cost a continuous amount of energy credits to do, and we don't make as much, so I don't want to do that. These cost a continuous amount of crystals and nanites to do, and we don't make any of those, I don't think. No, we don't make any of these special things. We do have rare crystals, which is why it's giving us the option, but not really useful. And we do have nanites, again, not super useful. What does this give us? Research speed? This will give us 200 turns of increased research speed with the nanites. You know what? Let's do that. That sounds good. Let's use up those nanites. And for this, do I want to double down on the research? Give us even more research? You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. We'll go over our limit here, which will affect our Unity production, but that's okay. Yeah, I brought it down to 45. Alright, well, we got a lot of science ships not doing much. Still worried about these guys. Well, this ship is heading up this way, and it looks like we do have a connection to the Empire up here, so I'm gonna have to build up to this way and build a space station up here. We just found a tomb world, very interesting. So, since the ship's kind of far away from the other fronts, I think I'm gonna send it up north. The Exile, and I'll get them to survey these systems as well. Up here, like this, like this, like this, and like that. And if we can cut these guys off by building a station here, definitely building a station here and here maybe, or even here and here, that would be very useful. This spaceship is done. I wish I had the automatic explorer, because we're kind of at that point. Let's go up here and there. It's another one we're probably going to have to try and block these guys off from coming this way. If I can grab, if there's a connection here. There doesn't look like there is actually. They may be dead-ended here.
A system has been charted.
Excellent, that system is charted. What are you guys up to? You're over here not doing much, waiting for influence. We got it now, so let's build. It's not been surveyed. Well, I'm a bit of a dummy for not doing that. I want you to give up on that. Come over here, survey this system real quick. And the other one over here at Wuha, you build me these mining stations, and then I'm going to have you, after you've done that, come over here and move there. And we'll build our way out.
Our lookouts have detected an anomaly.
We'll definitely research that. You know what? I have this agent over here working away on the... Oh, these persons are my rival. They're never going to be my friends. That's too bad. Alright, we'll just declare them a rival in return. That's a way for us to get some more influence back. That's good. Let's do that. I had noticed they made me a rival. I was going to say, if we can improve the relations with them enough, we can get our shift to go through, maybe we can complete this event chain. But I think this event chain is going to sit with us for a long time, which is unfortunate. Oh, sinister semblance. Just as we had observed the invading serpents on our Sadal Bari Prime, they are watching us. They have found a way to infiltrate and randomly operate our vehicles, computers, and mining equipment. We know that these creatures have a simple language. For the sake of diplomacy, our scientists refer to them as ophids. They refer to themselves as the Hiss. We are often mispronounce the name, which infuriates them and leads to more biting. Let them feed upon sour sources and activate the universal translator, so we get depleted energy, or mobilize shock troops. No, we're friendly, xenophiles. Let's universal translator this shit. This stuff. Alright, teachings of explorers. The Abyssal Surveyor crew is reporting that they found something spectacular on Sakis 5A. On the surface lies traces of explorative expedition of another civilization. Left behind are some well-preserved documents and artifacts. The purpose, action of the Chief Science Officer to send the text findings to our homeworld for translation. There is also a possibility to sell them to a private investor. No, we'll send them home.
There is new information in the
Okay, let's
situation
take a look at
log.
these situation logs. What's going on? Let's translate. Alright, so I think with that does it for this episode. These snakes are becoming a problem over here on our colony. Hopefully, we can solve the problem with these guys. I built this stronghold to hopefully defend it in case they become too nasty. But in the meantime, we'll wait and see if the Universal Translator can deal with this. Yeah, we're suffering from depleted energy here, so that's not great. Let's build another district here anyhow, to give these people some work. Just before we wrap up, let's check our other planets. This is our other colonized world. They're going to run late on jobs soon. Let's perhaps build ourselves a temple here. Yeah, produces unity and amenities. I think a temple on each world makes sense. And then on our home world, we're pretty full up. We have 2 temples for some reason, but the computer put those down when we started the game. We still have 10 housing, we have lots of amenities. I think I'm going to build another of these districts here, even though we don't quite need the jobs yet. And then maybe I'll set up some of these to knock them out of the way. Perfect. Alright, so that's been an episode. Hopefully we continue our building our relationship with this empire. Continue to build up our fleet, at least to the maximum 20 that this can hold. We're only 2 away, so it's not such a big deal. And continue to expand. Down in this direction seems pretty promising with a number of worlds out here. And same with up here. There's a bunch of worlds up here. We might be able to cut off this sort of not nice neighbor and sneak up this way. So, that's the end of an episode. Hopefully I'll see you next time for more Stellaris. Have a great day.